Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Classic Superstar Series 25, The Big Boss Man. Certainly one of my favourite WWE characters, definitely of the Attitude Era. The Big Boss Man was really the precursor to the Shield. Was never a fan of his in the 80s and 90s when he had the security guard outfit. When he switched to the SWAT tactical gear as part of the corporation, huge fan. Really, really awesome attire. He didn't achieve much in the way of championships and things like that. He was the hardcore champion. But his most memorable moment for me has to be his match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Really excited to get this figure opened up and out of packaging. He is pretty hard to find. I was actually lucky enough to find him at my local figure shop, which was really cool. On the packaging, it just says Big Boss Man on the side, and then we've got a shot of the figure on the right there. Other than that, it comes in the standard classic superstar style packaging, which for me was always big and inconvenient. I much prefer the elite style packaging that we get now. But let's get this guy opened up and out of packaging. And taking a look on the back, the stats say Big Boss Man, 290 pounds, is a big guy, 6'7", that's huge. His finishing move, the Sidewalk Slam, he was the Hardcore Champion and a Tag Team Champion. I think that was actually late 80s, early 90s, I think from memory. I think the Twin Towers Tag Team might have been where he got that. Other figures in the set, it's actually a pretty decent lineup. You've got Goldberg, Big Show comes in another cloth attire. Boss Man, of course, Jesse Ventura. At the bottom, we've got the really weird and wonky Jeff Hardy, Haku, Jack Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe, and Bastian Booger. Bastion Booger. Don't actually remember that guy. But yeah, so I guess it's not a bad. Certainly the top line is really awesome. Probably the bottom line, less of a fan. But let's get the Boss Man opened up. Okay, and here we have the Boss Man opened up and out of packaging. And honestly, he's one of my favourite Jakks WWE figures. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. I think they absolutely nailed the face scan. Definitely looks like the Big Boss Man. Certainly from his later run. Great facial sculpt. I'm not a big fan normally of when they pose them with the open mouths and things like that. But with this guy, I think they've really done it well. Great detail on the hair and everything like that. I know the Jakks figures tend to get a lot of criticism from some people. Honestly, I can see why a lot of collectors still choose to stick by the old Jakks, because they really did some fantastic figures. They did some terrible, awful ones too. But this is a great example of when they nailed it. He comes with a cloth SWAT tactical vest, which is actually made out of soft material. A lot of Velcro and things like that are on there. It is removable. I will show you guys. I'm not going to take the whole thing off, just because all it is a plain black shirt underneath. So nothing too exciting. I think it's better to keep the tactical vest on. I think it looks absolutely sick. You can do that. I don't know what benefit it actually serves, but it is another option. Really awesome. Huge fan of this particular figure. On the back there you can see the detail. In terms of articulation, he's got a ball jointed head, ball jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, standard wrist articulation, swivel waist, legs move forward and back, bend at the knee. No movement in the boot, but there is a swivel in the ankle. So your standard range of Jakks articulation, which honestly isn't too bad. It's about on par with the current the current Mattel basic figures. Now, in terms of accessories, Boss Man comes with his trademark nightstick or baton, which basically just slots in his hand. It is pretty much the exact same accessory we got with Sergeant Slaughter, but a pretty good one considering it's very appropriate. In terms of detail, there's not a lot else on this guy except for what looks like an old Confederate flag tattoo. Those in America will probably know a little bit more about that. But yeah, really awesome. The only thing that this figure needs to complete it is his trademark black sunglasses. Other than that, he's pretty awesome. Like, really cool. Very cool looking figure. If you get a chance, I think it's well worth picking this guy up. just for comparison, I've got the Boss Man here with the Shield. As you can see, he actually fits in nicely. Great height scale, I think. His head's a little bit big, but other than that, he actually fits in really well with the Mattel figures, which makes me very, very happy. Certainly a very, very cool set. And I guess one of those fantasy dream matchups that we never got to see. That would be epic. The Shield with the Boss Man taking on, I don't know, whether it be the Ministry of Darkness or just something awesome. Really, really cool. Very, very happy with this guy. And finally, you can see he actually scales really well with a lot of the other Jakks figures as well. You can see he's a little bit shorter than the Undertaker, who the Undertaker is, even though Boss Man is 6'7", which is huge, I think the Undertaker's nearly 7 foot. So scaling, it works really, really well. I'm also excited too, and I guess this is a good news announcement. At San Diego Comic-Con, they announced the Defining Moments Undertaker is coming back. I have already pre-ordered it, and as soon as it comes, I will review it for you guys. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on what is an awesome, awesome figure by Jakks, and that's, of course, the Big Boss Man.